What's up, everybody? It's your man JFILT from howtomakeverysickbeats.com, and today I want to welcome you to a new series I'm calling Learn How to Sample Like, in collaboration with the good folks over at Tracklib, where we'll explore sampling techniques of a certain producer, how to flip samples, and also their crate digging style. So let's get into it. If you're not familiar with Tracklib, this is a website like none other. This is great for crate digging, and also more importantly, you can get your samples cleared with ease, hassle-free, drama-free, because we know as producers that can be an issue. You know what I'm saying? So check this out. Here's the website, and it says the only service for sampling real music. It is awesome. And it is a subscription-based service, so you'll have to pay, a little per month. And when I tell you they have tons of tracks, it's like at least 100,000. That's right, 100,000 samples that you can use. Not only do you get the samples, but you can get them licensed. So as low as $50 per license. Category C, $50, which is 90% of the samples that are on here. So that's a good deal. And then down here, you can determine how much of that revenue you want to share. Very, very simple. So in this episode, we're going to discuss Madlib. And quick fun fact, Madlib spent over a year trying to get his samples cleared for the Bandana album that he produced. A whole year, over a year. You don't want to go through that. That's another reason why I'm using Tracklib. So let's delve into Madlib. Madlib, if you're not familiar, is a very obscure producer. He's produced for Kanye, collab with J Dilla, MF Doom, Freddie Gibbs, and we'll get to him in a minute. And the list goes on and on. Let's get to some digging. So we're on the website. Let's go to some tracks. Okay. So I know right off the bat, Madlib likes to use Brazilian samples. So you have these different categories. I'm going to go to genres. Now look at this. You have all kind of genres you can choose from when you're digging. Crazy, right? Look at this. So I want to go to folk world. Then you have these different categories within that. Keys, types, BPM, year, region, category. I'm going to go to region. And I know Brazil is in South America. Here we go. South America. Boom. So it takes me to all these samples from South America. Look at this, man. The list just goes on and on and on and on and on. So I picked one of them. Check this out. Right? So when you find something that you like, you just go ahead and download it, just download it, hit the download button. Now you have it in your computer. Now, something else about Madlib is he's known as the loop digger. So he likes to find loops. He doesn't do a whole lot of chopping. He's the loop digger, although he's done that, of course. And he doesn't just use one sample. A lot of times he'll use multiple samples. So let's dig for something else. Let's go to collections. All right. And then what I would like to do is find some weird samples. Look at these different collections. They go on and on and on. Check this out. I know one of the collections is called the weird side of things or something like that. So I'll type in weird under this. Here it is. The weird side of Tracklib. So this is where you can find a lot of that weird stuff, man. For example. Just a random test tone, just all craziness, you know what I'm saying? So I chose 2 out of that category, 2 more samples. I went ahead and favorited those, and I'll let you listen to the ones that I picked. Here's one. It's crazy, man. And let me show you this real quick too. You can make loops and listen to them and just see what they sound like. Right? So this is looping. This is like 2 bars. This is exactly the one I took. Right? Now let's say you wanted to hear what that sounds like with 4 bars or 8 bars. right? And then you can actually download just that loop instead of the whole song. You could do that. So there's another piece that I took, which was this. Like, what is going on? Madlib likes to take just crazy weird stuff and like maybe use that as an intro. So I think I'm gonna use this as my intro for the beat that I'm gonna make. All right, so let's go to my DAW. And here are the tracks on the side. And actually I already made a beat. I'm just gonna break it down. The first, which is my main sample, I chose this. Guys, listen to the whole song. That always helps. So I found this loop right here. Right? And then there was another section of this song that I wanted to use as my turnaround. So this was the other section. And then this. I wanted to do basically this. See that? So that's my loop. Let's talk about the intro like I was talking about earlier. The Phoenix hairpin. Right? So what I did was I just dragged that in here and chopped up just a piece of that and I transposed it. So now it sounds like this. So I use that, and that's going to be my intro going into the beat, okay? Let me let you hear how that sounds. The reason why I transposed it was so that I can match the key to the other sample. Okay, so that's very important. Now, the last sample I just used as an outro. Madlib does this a lot too, like fade out of the beat and then go into something different. This is the last sample. And then I just looped it, like something like this. That's the loop. And then play it again. Loop. And fade out. Another technique, you want to add some noise. And when I say noise, I mean like some vinyl crackles. So you could do that a number of ways. You could use plugins to do that, or go old school, just record or sample a real vinyl record, you know, with just space in it, just get that dust. Or like for me, I took my SP and turned on the MFX vinyl simulation, right? And I just sampled that. Very simple. And then that's right here. Right? So you can just throw that in on everything. That just makes everything extra crispy, you know? Right? So you just sample whatever you want to on that. Do what you want to do, you know. Now I'm going to show you another technique. Now this technique, remember I was talking about Freddie Gibbs? Check this out. I want you to pay attention to an effect in this. Here we go. It's real quick. Right here. There was some type of flanger going on, man. So we're going to emulate that. Crazy, right? Dope album. Check it out. That's from Bandana. All I did was I'm using an auxiliary track. Okay. So on that auxiliary track, I put a flanger on there. See that over here? This flanger. And you could use any effect that you want to, by the way. I'll hit A and I want to create some flanger points. So that's what I did here. Right now, if it's all the way down, that's at 0%. I bring this up and then I had it go to 100% and then back out. So it would sound like this. And then back out. So you can do that, you know, across the whole track if you want to at different points, in and out. All right, so that's another technique. I'm gonna give you guys one more technique. Madlib is known for doing this a lot. and that is the use of dropouts or space in your beats. Right here, I kind of already did it. I cut out just a portion of the loop so it comes right back in, and kind of get a feel of what I'm talking about. Check it out, check it out. Space. See that? I'll do it at another spot so I can show you guys. Say I wanted to do it right there real quick. And I'm gonna put a space not only on the sample, but on the drums as well. My drums is this track right here. Go ahead and set some markers. And then just delete. And now we'll have some space. Right? So that's another technique you could use. Now, if you don't want like a clicking pop sound or whatever, you can always fade that out, you know, fade that little, just to make it sound cleaner. And I'll put that vinyl crackle sound back in there because you'll still be able to hear that. See? So those are your techniques, man. Now let's hear from the top, and I'll skip around just for purposes of this video. So we got the loop, got the intro, now we're going to add the flanger. Right, now we're going to add some space. Right? Do that a couple of times. Let's go to the end of it. Fade out, bring in a whole nother sample and loop that. So all those samples were just found from Tracklib. Of course, you know, come up with your own drums, do whatever, although you can dig for drums as well. Guys, you can get 15 tracks and 30 days free. If you use the link down below, I will supply that link for you guys, just for you guys. It's a special link. Check it out. 15 tracks for 30 days for free. You know, do what you do. Try out these Madlib techniques and do what you do. Have fun. It's your man, JFILT. I'm sending peace and positive energy.